Hey guys, welcome back. Just a quick video tonight, nothing big, but Wednesday I'm going to be painting the pinball cabinet and the Smash TV cabinet. Hopefully everything on Wednesday, even the parts that are going to be purple on the pinball. I hope to just kind of get stuff painted, bake it, pull it out of the booth, put the other stuff in there and keep going. I finished the body work up on this black truck today. So tomorrow I'm going to be moving the black truck into the spray booth, the white truck into here. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, then once I get primer on the black truck, I can move it outside for the day so that I can get this stuff painted. It's not supposed to snow on Wednesday, so hopefully that'll work out good. So today, finished up the truck, ran to Cleveland and picked up a free 19-inch CRT television. Now this is a newer one. This is from 2004. So I don't know if this tube is compatible with an older arcade monitor tube. Now, if it's not, which it might not be, not a huge deal, because I can use it for my Nintendo cabinet project, which I talked about in the past, which I'm going to take my original Nintendo that I have in the basement in a cabinet that I made years ago, and I want to build an exact replica of a Nintendo cabinet out of 9/16" material. It's going to look identical to a regular, good old-fashioned, original Nintendo cabinet, and I'm going to put a 19-inch CRT television. Now, if this tube can be used to convert burned up tube or something like that that has a lot of screen burn, I'll use it for that, because I still have that 20-inch TV at Arcade Jason's that he was not able to use to convert into a color vector. Something to do with the yoke and the chassis itself. I don't know. He had mentioned what it was, but unfortunately I don't remember what he said. If I went back in my messages, I could probably look it up. But anyways, so I do have that 20-inch that I can use in the Nintendo cabinet if this is a possible tube swap. Now, I have a G07 that I'm going to take to Arcade Jason. Has a little bit of screen burn. I'm going to have him convert that into a color vector monitor. Now, that one having a little bit of screen burn doesn't really concern me, because Space Duel is a dark game. You know, the background's really black, plus it has a extremely dark tinted piece of glass that goes on the cabinet itself. So I don't think you're going to see the screen burn. So I think that's a really good candidate to use to convert it into a color vector. So I'm going to bring that to him hopefully later this week, and he can work on that. Let's open this up, take a look at it. It might even be the wrong size neck. I don't know what size neck's on this or anything. I didn't look up. I think you can go online and look up the serial number, but I don't know if you can on the TV itself or if you have to look at the tube. So let's lay it over. I have a piece of plywood with a moving blanket on there so I don't scratch up the screen. Either way, I'll make use of this somehow, but it was free. It was an hour drive each way, but you know what? How do you really beat free anymore when it comes to a CRT, you know? Somebody obviously cut the cord or fixed it or something. Actually, this looks like they must have fixed it. Must have had a cut in it or something, but it's not a big deal. I'm not worried about that. So we'll see what this tube is. If it is the right size neck, we'll do a yoke reading. And I do have a chart on my phone that goes over the different ohm readings for different brand chassis. And we'll just see by chance if it's something that could be usable. Now, if the yoke, if the neck is the right size, but the yoke doesn't match up to any arcade chassis, I could always slide the yoke off and put a new yoke on it. But I do have to ask Arcade Jason about that, because I think there's something to do with the angle of the tube, which I need to check that out. I would probably need to check that out. I'm not sure about that. Have I done a, I've done a yoke swap before, but it was from one arcade monitor tube to another. So this is a little bit different. There's a screw here. I don't know what this one does. It's a different color than the rest. I don't know if it's just holding something on the back or what this one's doing. But I believe I have all the screws out to take the case off. I don't know. I don't know if that's I think that's a small neck. Pretty sure that is. But that's not to say that you couldn't use, well, no, because if the neck's small. Let me go compare this to a monitor that I have out back real quick. I'm pretty sure this is a small one though. I think it's the right size. I got a K7, an extra K7000 chassis right here. Just want to see if this neck board slides on here, which it looks like it's going to. Yep, okay, cool. So that is the right size neck. So now, let me go grab my multimeter. Let's see what the yoke readings are on that, and I'll compare them on my phone to what I have downloaded, just to see if we get some readings that would possibly be usable. So we need to check the red and blue, and then the yellow and brown, which usually, like on the arcade monitors, is like yellow, green, red, and blue. Okay, let's take a couple readings on this these four wires here. So we're going to check the red and blue first. I have this on ohms. Am I going to be able to even get the lead in the red side? I don't know. Very tight plug. Okay, red and blue is 3.4. Yellow and green, which is yellow and brown. Yellow and green is, so 3.4, 12.8. Let me take a look at my readings I have and I'll come back. So 3.4, 12.8. Okay, I am almost wondering if this yoke will work on a K7000. K7000 is, I think it's 3.4 and 15. So the red and blue are 3.4. And this is lower, a little bit lower than that, but I don't know if that would work or not. Double check this. 3.4. $12.9. I'm going to say that this would probably work for a K7000, which was funny enough that I had that extra chassis. I mean, it's just about, it's 3.4 and right at just under 13. And it says that this is a, I believe, 3.415. If I remember, I got to look it back up, but I'm pretty positive. Curious as if this will plug into this. I'd have to change the plug out from the yoke, which that's not a big deal. But obviously I'm not going to do anything with this tonight, but I'm curious if I am correct or not on this. If somebody could chime in and let me know. I'm actually going to run it by Charlie from Overtime Arcade. I know he's done a couple, I believe. But I'm fairly confident that that might work for that chassis, which I picked up for like 25 bucks when I was picking up other stuff. I don't know if it works or not, but K7000s are pretty easy to work on. That would be pretty badass if that chassis just works on this yoke, because I don't have a yoke for that one. Not to say that I don't have some yokes laying around that I could possibly get for that one, but I'd have to run around and meter a bunch of them. So I'm just going to put this back together for now because I don't want to damage it. Worst case scenario, I can always swap out the yoke, which is not a big deal. But I don't think I'm going to need to. I think that will work. I think those numbers are close enough. But yeah, if somebody knows, let me know. The only thing I'd have to change would be if this yoke works, is I need to get a different plug, which is not a big deal because the pins on this K7000 are a little bit bigger. And then I would have to get a bigger plug for the degauss coil, which once again, not a big deal. This is a working TV. The guy did test it. So it definitely works, which is good. So I might get lucky. I might get real lucky. I almost wonder what this flyback is. And no, I did not discharge it. The TV's been off for days. I'm not touching the NO cup or anything like that. There really shouldn't be much of a charge, if anything, left. But I'm not monkeying around with that. That's all I did was pull this off and pull the neck off. So it's not like I'm going to get shocked because I'm not doing anything stupid with it. But I am just going to go ahead and put this all back together, all the screws in it, and I'm actually going to write on here the side or the measurements of that yoke, and I'm actually going to text it to Charlie from Overtime. There's some different lists online, and I honestly I can't say that I know them all. This will be the first television swap I do if this is compatible. What is 3.4 and 12.9? Let me write that down. 3.4, 12.9. The 3.4 was the red and blue. Wouldn't this be awesome? God, that would be awesome. Free TV, $25 chassis, rebuild that chassis. Could I get that lucky, guys? Not sure. But not a long video, but I figured I'd go over this. I'm not an expert by any means. I know that Dell, whatever his name is from Delusional Arcade, he has done quite a few of these, I believe. Maybe if he watches this, he can chime in and tell me, because he should know for sure, would be my guess. I believe there's a site that you can check the tube number, but I didn't get into that. I have other things I need to get done tonight. So that's why I just wanted to kind of make a quick video on this. Open it up. Just give it a quick look over. Wednesday, I'm going to be doing a video on how did I lose a screw? Impressive. Did I not take screws out of here? Oh, there was only one in the center. They didn't have the screws in the two outside edges. Yeah, Wednesday we're going to be painting, getting all this stuff painted. Curious to see how that purple turns out on the arcade parts. He also gave me another part. I went to a party, pinball party at my buddy's house over on Saturday night. I didn't do any recording because there's a bunch of people there that I didn't know. Quite a few people I knew, but a bunch of people I didn't know. We played a bunch of pinball, which I like pinball, don't get me wrong. It's awesome, but it's freaking expensive, you know? And will I ever get into some? Yeah, definitely. But when the time's right, when I'm done building my shop and getting situated and everything like that. But anyways, we went to the party, and the guy that owns this one was there, one of my buddies. And he gave me this as well for the Bride of Pinbot. This goes on the back playfield. I actually played one on Saturday night. My other buddy who was throwing the party had Bride of Pinbot, an original one, not one converted to 2.0. And he had this was on the playfield towards the back. And the guy I'm doing this for, he ordered a new one of these in chrome because the sticker originally, I peeled it off and stuff. He's like, hey, do me a favor, while you're painting the purple, paint this purple as well, and I'll see which one I like better, whether I put this purple one on or a new chrome one. So this I just need to sand with 320 really good. Backside I'll probably just mist a little bit on there, nothing fancy. But got quite a few parts to paint purple. These are the new tags that I printed for it. Our blue was a little bit off on the print, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not reprinting them. It'll be fine. It kind of came out purple. So this is it. This is the right serial number for this game and everything. It's 100% identical to the tags on there. There was one inside and one on the back. And then it had this on the head. And then this was on the back of the cabinet. So I reprinted all 4 stickers that were on the cabinet. So once it's painted, we can reapply these things and it'll have the correct serial number and everything like that. It's not like we swap serial numbers or anything stupid like that. Still the right correct one. I actually took pictures of them on the cabinet itself, so I knew where they go when they go back on. Actually, I got to take one more picture of that one on the inside before I paint on Wednesday. Because I've tried taping those off in the past, and you go to peel the tape off, and half the freaking time it delaminates the sticker and then it ruins it. Because what happens is automotive paint's aggressive, it's strong, and what it does is it'll sometimes make the adhesive on the tape really sticky, and then it really adheres to whatever it's stuck to, and then it'll ruin it. So all right guys, I'm gonna end this video. Not sure if I'm gonna make a video tomorrow night or not. Probably. That stupid 4600 is giving me hell. I got a couple other chassis. I might just try rebuilding a different chassis for now, because I need to get the damn thing done. And also there's a control panel coming this week. It's been sitting in Cleveland for like 5 days now at the post office. I know today we didn't have mail today, but tomorrow or Wednesday, I'd imagine I should have it by then. And it is a Pango control panel that has a bunch of extra holes drilled in it. The guy that I'm doing a trade for, which I haven't told you what the game is I'm getting yet. It's a surprise. That Tato cabinet is going to him in exchange for the other game. And the game I'm getting from him has a working monitor in it. So I'm giving him a working monitor in this cabinet. Because the monitor that's in the other game has that screen burn on it of that game, so it's kind of pointless to pull that out and put it in a different cabinet. But I was just like, yes, I'll get you a working 19-inch monitor. I have several monitors. The problem is a lot of them have a lot of screen burn. This one's not terrible at all. It's probably one of the best ones that I have. So I'm going to give him that one, but I'm going to probably just start working on another 4600 chassis, because as of right now, I don't know what the hell is going on with that one. And I think I'm just going to put it off to the side and see if I can get another one working. But anyways, that Pango control panel, when it comes, I want to weld that up real quick and get it body worked and painted black for him, because as soon as I get the monitor done, we're basically ready to swap cabinets. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. If anybody has any input on this, please leave me a message and let me know. I am by no means an expert. This is the first time I'll be doing a tube swap from a CRT TV to a arcade monitor. It's just kind of funny, because I was always told, go for the older monitors, go for the monitors that are from the 80s and stuff like that, which obviously would make more sense, because more than likely those yokes would probably match these chassis better. But if this works on that K7000, that would be pretty badass. I'm pretty sure it's going to, because I think if you're within this range, pretty close in that range, I'm pretty positive that means it'll work. This is a 2004 TV, so it's not like it's that old, really. 14, 24, it's 21 years old. It's really a pretty new TV, considering being a CRT. So we'll see what happens. Worst case scenario, I could swap out the yoke, or I use it in the Nintendo cabinet. Personally, because the neck boards fit on this, I would rather turn this into an arcade monitor than use it on that game, because I have that 20-inch monitor at Jason's house. That would work perfect for the Nintendo setup. Who the hell is going to know that it's an inch longer on an angle. Nobody's ever going to notice it. I'll have to do a little bit of work to the frame, arcade monitor frame, to make it fit in there, but I can totally do that, so it's not a big deal. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Please comment on that if you know. Also hit the thumbs up if you wouldn't mind. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It doesn't cost anything. And also, if you hit that little bell button, it lets you know when more videos post. So it just gives you a notification saying, hey, there's a new video by Troy. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow night for a little bit. And then Wednesday for sure, we're going to be doing a lot of paint work. And we're going to try to get this stuff painted. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.